I never.
Do you follow my dog?
I do not follow.
My dog has her own Twitter.
Which one?
The Pug.
Okay.
At the Puzz, P-U-Z-Z.
Okay.
So you might want to check that out.
I will definitely.
She has more followers than my wife does.
Oh!
Puzz has almost 40 followers.
That's impressive.
She tweeted today.
The Puzz has the benefit of PR on your.
I do a lot of work for her.
Unparalleled.
Actually, Zach, I'm going to let you in on a secret.
Critically acclaimed.
I'm going to let you in on a secret. Actually, it's not even my dog tweeting. It's me.
No.
The dog doesn't actually tweet.
Whoa. Does that even count?
Oh, come on.
I cry foul.
Okay. I just want to illustrate. According to,
I will remind both of you gentlemen who do have some voices that would carry. We'll have to keep it a slightly smaller volume level. And I will go ahead and quit talking about my dog's Twitter account to introduce the match, which is currently underway as we see a turn 2 Thoughtseize Nab Sphinx's rev. Garrett Meadows, fresh off his Star City Games top 8 with American Control, has decided to eschew the net deck and play a homebrew. He's playing a deck that has Kiora's Follower, Prophet of Kruphix, Prime Speaker Zegana. He says he has a deck that draws all the cards. That's all he says.
Horizon Chimera?
Yeah, Underworld Connections. He's drawing a lot of cards. It's a fun bug mid-range deck. His opponent's Logan Cutlip. We saw him at the end of last round. He is, in fact, playing Esper Control.
And they are the only undefeated people.
Yeah, both these guys are 3-0, but they are playing because Garrett got the round 1 bye, and he just wants to play Magic tonight. So there's a turn 4 Demon, 2 revs down to 2 Thoughtseize, and we see
You never hear anyone being happy about getting a bye.
Yes. Well, yeah, it's never... Well, I don't know. But it's not necessarily as good as it might otherwise seem. So one verdict takes out a Desecration Demon, a second verdict clears out a Prophet of Kruphix.
And he still plays a creature with Flash. Impressive, Garrett.
Well, there's the interaction between Prophet of Kruphix and Horizon Chimera, which Prophet untaps your lands, Horizon Chimera has Flash. That's like a Zach Villianco style interaction.
Oh,
the third verdict.
The third verdict.
Both these guys swinging some haymakers here, and the one thing you will not be able to fault this match for is a pace of play.
I would say this is
Garrett's already
lightning round.
Garrett is already hellbent at this point, also.
Yeah, well, Logan's only got 1 card in his hand, too.
So it's Logan.
Well, this is interesting here. He's going to lose his Kiora's. He's going to lose his Jace here. That's an obvious split there. As the replacement Jace and land go to the bottom, and Elspeth goes up top. Thoughtseize off the top.
Oh, that's another Jace, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's another reason why he didn't mind losing Jace.
I haven't even updated the life totals. It's already.
Now, is he going to minus? He minus Jace
this
again.
Is like watching people play like competitive cut stack or something. Like you can't even keep up.
No, we can't even keep up. This is lightning. I don't know why they're.
I wouldn't want to face either of these guys in 3-card Monty.
Yeah, and we were talking about this earlier to talk a little bit Magic strategy, but the Logan has 1 swamp in his deck, which seems just wrong.
Why?
I don't know. It's for a black splash, but
we saw a Dark Betrayal in the side, and that's the only black card we've seen.
No, I'm not talking about having black mana. I'm talking about specifically
a swamp.
Yeah. You may not just
and no way of fetching it that we know of.
Yeah, this is not a Path to Exile type format. It's just interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. He can play whatever he wants, but it is interesting to see. It seems
maybe
kind of out of place.
Maybe he wants to come in untapped every time he comes in. I mean, although I guess is he? Well, yeah, it's
playing duels. Well, he is playing Scries. I haven't seen any black, white, or blue, black duels on his side. So maybe he's only playing the Scry lands.
No, he's playing. He played Godless Shrine in the last match.
Oh,
he's gone. But anyway,
so Kiora's Follower, the untapped target permanent.
Look at this.
Yes.
We're binning Jace here just to draw cards, and it could not be worse. As
Thoughtseize and 2 land, and Garrett has no hand, so that is effectively dead on either side.
Garrett does in fact have a hand.
He does have a hand. Okay. Oh, he has an Underworld connection now, so Garrett is actually effectively drawing too.
Where you been?
They're playing so fast, I completely missed the fact that he has an Underworld connection with Kiora's Follower.
Remember about it. They are only 15 feet away.
Ian has picked the middle cup 3 times and keeps getting flipped over. It's not the lady.
He's all over that Kiora's Follower, but the rest of the things going on, not necessarily as up to speed.
Yes, I have. Yeah. You're right. I would not want to play 3
And this is the hashtag value of Garrett's deck. We're untapping the land with Kiora's Follower to draw cards.
Yeah.
So there's a Prime Speaker Zegana going to draw 3 cards. Prime Speaker is a card that's really fallen out of favor. It's still a very strong card. Not as awesome because you're not playing Restos, you're not playing Thragtusk, but still a pretty strong effect.
Still, and I'm sure he's only playing a singleton of it.
Garrett doesn't play too many singletons of anything.
Oh. That seems like... I like the card, but it's something I would play only one of.
I think he's probably playing 2 at the most, but his deck has a lot more mana sources to...
So does he have a particular win con of choice, or is he just going to beat you?
It's just beat you. Yeah, card advantage. He's just going for the card advantage, and...
So, I mean, is he expecting to swing in with just this Prime Speaker and hit you?
Yes, there's no,
Is there,
grandiose combo of any sense.
But you're allowed to win other ways than just...
Yeah, you can just attack with dudes. I don't think he I think he's on mostly Desecration Demon is his main.
That's what I'm saying. Is there some sort of, mid-range guy, value guy that he's going to beat
exactly.
That's what I was asking, trying to figure out.
That is exactly correct.
He also gets in quite a lot with Horizon Chimera. So Horizon Chimera tries to get... If he gets 6 in with Horizon Chimera, he's done his job.
What's the rest of the text on Horizon Chimera?
Well, someone in the chat's asking for Prime Speaker Zegana. Is it 1 word or 2?
It is 1 word.
Nope, it was 2.
It is 3, technically. But
well, Prime Speaker.
Yeah, Prime Speaker. Yes.
I did say, the thing I said was correct. But
yeah, earlier when that was played, the Garrett's opponent did not realize it automatically draws 1 even if you do not control any other creatures.
Yes.
That's a very sad play, but yes.
And we're also bringing the Horizon Chimera.
Yeah.
And of course, the 3/2.
Whenever you draw, gain a life. I knew there was some sort of trinket text.
It has evasion. It has trample. Trample most of the time is not relevant. So we see Garrett land a Vraska, which is particularly good against the Detention Sphere deck.
Yeah.
Hustmite is asking her opinion on Search. I don't know specifically what he's asking.
They were talking about... Oh, well, I think they were talking about Conspiracy up there at one point.
Maybe he'll...
Also a question about can we get Garrett's deck list? I'll ask him for it. I'm sure he would provide it. So what's interesting here is that Logan has not attacked this entire game, and Garrett's at 4 life. Between 3 Thoughtseizes and Underworld Connections and Shocklands.
Wow.
But we do have the Kiora's Follower Underworld Connections combo
That's
here.
An engine. That's an engine right there.
Here's the Quicken. Let's see what we draw. Digging for the Verdict? God, that would be...
Does he have no card in hand?
Highlight of the month.
Yes, Quicken in the Verdict with no other card in hand, so you pretty much had to...
I remember one time the highlight of the week was, you know how in response to everything you think twice in case you draw the counterspell? And then Alec Myers did draw the counterspell, and it changed the entire game.
Oh.
It's very fun to see, because it's the right thing to do mechanically every time, but very rarely does it hit.
Well, but when it hits, but also your call was pretty intense.
Well, ironically,
he hit it.
Most people... I made that play already, but I normally had to counterspell already. The card I drew didn't matter, but I wanted to bluff like the card draw mattered. So even if I had to counterspell, I would normally think twice.
Well, I mean, you're playing, but of course, Ian, you're playing Magic on a plane beyond mortal men.
Ian Strachey is to playing Magic as Zach Evans is to streaming.
That's the reason. There's a reason they call you the Streganator. So that's.
I drew an extra card off the Zegana, but we both agreed that it was okay.
Okay, well, we wouldn't have noticed because we're mostly.
That might be something that you all are.
No.
Panicking about.
You drew 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
We both agree.
Oh, the top 8 card? Is there a top 8
We're getting
card?
a lot of love for the Puzz in here, by the way. Chat loves the Puzz.
So back underway here, answer a quick question. Did Garrett make a top 8 of SCG Open? No, it was the Star City States. He made the top 8 of West Virginia Star City States, which is still impressive.
And that was a week ago, yes.
Considering that the top 8 also consisted of 1 PTQ winner and 2 Star City Pro employees.
Oh, really? There was only 2 names I recognized, and I was still impressed. Yeah.
So Garrett, on the draw here, he won Game 1 off the value of Underworld Connections and the 3 Thoughtseizes. Here's another Thoughtseize on turn 2, and nabbing a Dissolve. And then Garrett's going to scribe with a Temple of Deceit.
Technically, that's the main target that Thoughtseize tends to get, is Dissolve and 3 mana, generally.
Yeah. And then we see Logan is still on the Quicken
Thoughtseize. And Garrett is playing a Sylvan Primordial, ironically. That is a surprising.
Well, that's a sideboard card, and it's not surprising that Garrett would think outside the box and bring in... It basically just says destroy target planeswalker or D-sphere.
I see. That makes
fine.
sense.
I love it.
It seems a little
It's a very good card.
Yeah, that does make sense against a control deck. You don't care that it costs 7.
Games go long anyway. He has to... I mean, Logan has to use all
So
of his...
that is the classic Thoughtseize getting a Thoughtseize.
Yeah, I mean, it's a perfect sideboard card in this spot. Logan has to use his counter magic to answer threats earlier in the game. By the time he can cast his Primordial, it's very unlikely that he has counter magic for it. And also, even if you kill it later, it's already done its work with this enter the board ability.
And that is another black card that we had not seen Logan play before, is Thoughtseize. And apparently, you wouldn't think he had enough black mana in order to play a turn 1, but maybe that's why he plays the 1 swamp.
Well, his draws have also been, in all the games we've watched, have been tremendously poor in terms of his mana. Game 1 of the last round, I don't know if he ever drew a black mana source and lost in short order. But Logan does find his 4th land in this game. It is a Hallowed Fountain that he chooses to play tapped here. He's not under any pressure. Underworld Connections does make an appearance. No, it doesn't draw. He puts on a tap land and then scries.
Garrett's loving that Underworld Connection because he's never going to be under pressure. He can just draw every turn. Down to
we talked about it last game. He got down to 4 life.
Yeah, and he wasn't worried at all.
No,
Six of that was Thoughtseizes, but the rest of it, I think, was just Underworld Connections.
And he had actually gained 2 life from Horizon Chimera.
Yeah, the perfect combination in Garrett's dream scenario is Underworld Connections, Kiora's Follower, Horizon Chimera.
Oh, yeah.
Pay 1 life to draw 2 cards at instant speed. It's something that he... It's always free. It's always free.
Yeah, it is free.
They cancel each other out. So here's a second D-Sphere on Underworld Connections. Oh no, the first one was rifted. I apologize. I was too busy talking about my dog.
So, he is replaying a second Underworld Connections.
Yep, and this time with enough mana to play it on an untapped land and draw a card.
But Garrett doesn't seem to be doing anything else. But you don't need to be doing anything else against a control deck. Drawing cards faster than they can draw cards probably means you're likely to be ahead anyway.
Yeah, it looks like Hall of Triumph is the promo.
No, they're saying it's Dictate.
Well, there's a Hall of Triumph they can give out to anyone randomly. Or something like that.
Which Dictate is it? The blue one?
Kruphix.
The good one? The Howling Mine one?
The Howling Mine one.
Well, I mean, I think all, I think
specifically the Howling Mine one.
They're all good, but
all cards being
the Grave Pact.
Well, the white one, for instance, is completely one-sided. It actually says you control. The blue one affects both players. The green one affects both players. The red one affects both players. And you could argue that the black one affects both players because whenever they lose a dude, you lose a dude.
We're going deep down the rabbit hole, gentlemen. So Garrett's doing a lot of work with Underworld Connections, digging for business. He finds the Kiora's Follower, but more importantly, Logan finds Elspeth, Sun's Champion. So 3 soldiers making an appearance in short order. And he's just going to pass the turn back. Garrett's going to need to find a hero's downfall. That's also the thing that...
Or a Sylvan Primordial, right?
Yes, another Sylvan Primordial would also be good. This also is the time for Zachary Evans' hot financial tip of the day. Hero's Downfall is really cheap right now. It shouldn't be that cheap. Go ahead and trade and buy for some of those because...
What's it at right now?
I buy them at the booth for $1 and don't feel bad about it. So
it's nothing.
$3 to $5 depending on site.
Wow.
Should be 10.
Obviously.
It's the best removal card. It does not rotate.
It was worth more. It's obviously gone down for some reason.
Yes. Anyway, back to the match at hand. Garrett at 12 off of a Horizon Chimera trigger. He's got Elspeth down to 2. He's playing an Overgrown Tomb tapped. It just passes the turn back, so no Primordial, no Hero's Downfall. Logan gets to untap with an Elspeth in play. Going aggressive. See,
he is on a 4-turn
I was going to say,
so. This
is the point where the strategy of Garrett using all of his business life total as a resource to draw cards, not necessarily going to come back and bite him, but it's not without repercussion. And there is a Notion Thief.
I thought that's what that was.
Flashed in at end of turn. Logan going to cycle. Looks like he's playing 2 Quickens in his deck.
Wait, but
In response to the
okay,
the Notion Thief's still in the stat.
Yep. I guess he's drawing Entreat the Angels because that's a Mary. So the Notion Thief does in fact resolve here.
And apparently is a trades with a 1/1 or does. It's basically all that a Notion Thief can hope to do. It's a 1 toughness.
He's never attacking with Notion Thief. What Notion Thief says is, and there's a Sylvan Primordial going to take out the Elspeth. Going to go ahead and get a 4. Is probably
what
a
Notion
breeding
Thief
pool.
says is your Sphinx's Robe is my Sphinx's Robe.
That's all it says. And that's all it needs to say. And with Elspeth off the board, we can afford to attack Logan directly with the 3-power flying Chimera. And Logan hellbent here. No, he's got 2 cards off camera there, but really up against it here. Oh, replacement Elspeth. He's going to minus it.
Huh. Well, he does have plenty of tokens, and he wins in 2 turns the way it looks like. Because that's 5.
This is a race that he's not winning though. Like
Logan's winning that race.
Well, he can never do 5 damage here because that Elspeth is going to die, and he can always chump block.
He has 5 tokens and only 3 blockers.
Yeah, but he's at 5 life, went up to 6 off the Chimera trigger. Yep, and this way we can attack him with the Notion Thief because there's no. He goes down to 5 there. No, he doesn't because.
There's a demon.
Yeah, and this game.
So Logan should have kept one of his blockers back, apparently. At
I
least.
think Logan probably should have just made tokens. Is what he should have done.
Logan wants Supreme Verdict, right?
Well, what does that really do? End of turn, flash in yet another Chimera, so now we're gaining life off of all of our Underworld Connection draws.
And 2 life from drawing for the turn.
So Garrett has a lot of interaction here.
So, in the words of Zaxxel's Magic, Zachary Evans, that's a thing, right?
Oh, I hate that.
Or it is what it is.
So we're sacking one of our tokens to keep the demon at bay. We're still swinging in with the Horizon Chimera. We're down to 10 now.
What happened to the second Chimera? Is it on tap there?
I believe Syncopate took it out earlier.
Okay.
Garrett has so many cards in hand that he's actively discarding. I think that Sylvan Primordial went into the bin last turn off of just a manual discard. So what does Logan need here? Yeah, Garrett pointing out the interaction here between Kiora's Follower and Desecration Demon. You announce the trigger, they can sack, then you can untap it with Kiora's Follower and attack.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So we're attacking in, which is either a Hail Mary here, or we drew a Verdict.
And it's obvious he has a verdict.
It's a verdict. So we'll draw a card in response. And so Logan has managed to stabilize here, but he's up against an opponent who has an Underworld Connections online and 1,000,000 cards in his hand.
And Logan has 0?
There's the Prophet of Kruphix. He has 1 card in his hand. It's underneath the Divinity logo.
Flash everything in, right?
Yep. So trigger from Prophet, untapped lands.
Oh, sorry.
Sphinx's Rev. 4-5, it'll put Logan back up to 15. More importantly, refill his hand with business. But again, Garrett has a completely untapped 10 mana and a creature that gives everything flash.
And
There's a Desecration Demon tandem.
Oh, 2 with flash.
Yeah, with
Showing
flash. The Prophet makes for exactly 15. And so Garrett Meadows...
That's only 14. The Prophet is a 2/3.
I don't know if it matters, really.
But he still conceded. But yes, it was only 14 out of 15.
So that's
I think it was inevitability.
yeah, it's going to be tough for him to beat. I mean, he can draw another verdict if he wants, but Logan fully within his right to offer a concession. So, guys,
there is a top 8, assuming that they're going to cut to it anyway, so that's going to happen.
Yeah, so the question is there a top 8? There is. I was just about to say that's actually going to be the end of our stream for the night, which is always frustrating because around this time is when we get the most viewers and we start to get over to 200. But I do have to be up very early in the morning, and so I've got to get home and take care of some stuff. So we are going to wrap up the stream tonight. So could you take that close all the way? I do appreciate you guys watching. Had a little bit of a struggle there in the chat with some sidebar conversations, but such is the perils of being involved in internet communications. But we appreciate you watching. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Make sure to follow us on our various forms of social media. Click the follow button. It's over there next to Zach. You'll get an email anytime our stream goes live. We will not be streaming next week. I will be out of town. I'll be out of town. I won't be at home prepping to go out of town. I will legitimately be out of town that weekend. But we should be back the following weekend for our regularly scheduled FNM stream. We definitely appreciate you guys checking us out. Matthias arriving just in time to yep. In fact, yeah, this weekend you also can watch the Grand Prix in Atlanta. It's going to be on tomorrow and the day after. Kyle saying I should get a sub button too. I don't really understand the subscription system for Twitch. I know that when I originally started streaming 2 years ago, I didn't stream often enough to qualify for that. But anyway, make sure to follow us.
So you have 1,000 Facebook likes? Is that what I heard you say?
Yes.
Did you have a celebration for that? I didn't even see. Normally that's a thing. Like that's.
I think I put one up there. It happened while we were streaming because I was like, we were at 995 or more for weeks.
Oh.
And I was just like, because I quit doing giveaways, and so people, they're not incentivized to do the likes.
But still, 1,000 likes. That's awesome.
I got 1,000 Twitter followers a few weeks ago, and I'm very proud.
I
of
know
that.
you're a man who likes this tweeting thing.
Well, it's a game I like to play to try and pick up followers and deliver content and one-liners to people that they appreciate.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's all stupid stuff. But anyway, for real, I'm out, guys. So from Zach and Zach, have a good weekend.
You'll be seeing
have a good Memorial Day weekend if you're in the States. If you're not in the States, have a good weekend normal. It's already started if you're not in the States. And we will see you guys here in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, I'll have a new Zach Alianco creation for you.
It will be. Do you have anything you're working on?
I have some ideas.
Give me one card.
I'm thinking about doing something with Eidolon of Blossoms.
Okay. That's a little mainstream.
Yeah, it's a little mainstream, but I've got other things in the works too. So
okay. All right, so make sure you come back for some more Zach homebrews in 2 weeks' time. All right, guys, we'll see you later.